I said initially that the adrenal gland is located above the kidney, and that is the position of the two kidneys. If you already been taught about the anatomy of the thorax and the abdomen, you know the location of the kidneys, that they are located in the posterior side around the level of the 12th rib and the 11th rib. And you already know that the right one is slightly lower than the left kidney because it's being pushed down slightly, and they are not of the exactly same size. But the detail will come when you review the renal system. I equally went ahead and say that the gland is composed of two sections. So we have the medulla, which is the inner section, and we have the cortex, which is the outer section. And the outer section that we call it the cortex has 3 zones, and each and every zone has a predominant hormone that is being produced. So the outer zone, which we call the glomerulosa, produce the mineralocorticoids, and the predominant one is aldosterone. The middle or the second zone that we call it the fasciculata secrete the glucocorticoids, and the predominant one is cortisol. And then finally, the inner zone of the cortex we call the reticularis. It's called reticularis because it's how it appears in an histological examination, and that region usually synthesizes androgens. And the reason for the specificity on the hormone being produced is because of the enzyme that is needed to synthesize the hormone concentration in that region. So I went ahead and said that the adrenal cortex is under the control of the anterior pituitary gland, which secrete ACTH, and anterior pituitary gland is under the control of the master gland, which is the hypothalamus, which secrete the CRH. I mentioned about the 3S. So the 3S is simply just an abbreviation for the hormones being produced in each and every respective region. And the 3S are the salt, sugar, and sex. So the salt is aldosterone because it's associated with the regulation of the salts. Sugar being cortisol is related with the sugar metabolism, and androgens regulate the sex function, and we call it the sex. So those are the 3S.